Hello and welcome back to Disco Elysium. We're still in our bedroom at night, and I'm still gonna go ahead and read a couple more entries in our ledger uh, before we go to bed.
You found in the trash a cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely held together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Wonderful.
Oh, and an incredibly cool piece of kitchen tissue is stuck to the back.
Hell yeah. Let's read a case file.
It takes about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Which one do you want?
Let's just continue down the list to the square bullet hole murders.
It would be very interesting to read about these, wouldn't it? I mean, there seems to be a square-shaped entry wound in the victim's forehead. She's been sitting there for weeks, on her rocking chair, with a square hole in her skull, staring at the wall, her mouth agape.
But?
That's all you got. From the half hour you spent piecing it together, all you know is the entry wound was square-shaped. You never found the bullet. And then another body showed up, also with a square hole in his forehead.
A sequence killer?
Who knows? Those pages are missing. What next? Don't worry. One day.
I don't think we'll get that game, sadly, but let's continue with the couch in an unexpected location.
Some assholes brought their couch outside and hung out on it. In the middle of the street, on the roof, on the hillside by the motorway. You know, at an unexpected location. They were young, and they thought they looked cool on it.
They actually looked like assholes. They looked really cool like models. They looked really cool like a rock band. Would this version of Harry respect that, or would he not? That's the question now. Let's just say he's grumpy. They look like assholes.
Insufferable dicks. Young people are the worst. So anyway, you got a complaint about the damn sofa, or couch, or whatever it is.
1 second. There we go.
They were leaving it out in all these unexpected and whimsical locations. They took it to where they also took photos of themselves on it, and smoked cigarettes, and drank coffee because they felt it's intellectual. Cigarette butts, coffee cups, stupid couch. You had to clean it all up, and you did. So congratulations to you. Case solved.
Did I ever catch those guys?
No, you didn't have time for that. These notes show that you have what is called a real goddamn job. You don't have time to be chasing down the couch assholes. You have a real job to do. What next?
I guess we're gonna take a quick look at the murder at the hookah parlor.
Murder. Tum-tum-tum at the hookah parlor was a case originally assigned to an officer called Joseph Mills, who is now dead, of circumstances completely unconnected to murder at the hookah parlor.
Wait, how?
Beaten to death by a throng of Villalobos gang members when him and his partner J.M., only initials mentioned, answered a call one night. It's a sad story, and it isn't really represented in your case files. Stop stalling and get to the murder at the hookah parlor.
Right, on with the murder.
Joseph Mills was on this case that he just couldn't solve. Was doing it solo. Said it was a real nutcracker, a real brain twister. Was on it for, like, a month. The captain got impatient. Shit or get off the pot, Mills.
Okay, I just noticed that the partner also has the same initials. Was he doing that solo as well? Huh. I guess we probably won't ever find out, but maybe he was doing that solo as well.
Mills didn't get off the pot. Not yet. He kept at it for a couple of weeks more, racking his brains, running with every theory, as outlandish as they seemed. Still couldn't solve the murder at the hookah parlor. Tough case, he said. Toughest he's ever had.
Wait, was Joseph Mills a good cop?
No, he was awful. Awful sense of humor, too. The worst jokes you've ever heard. Really rapey. Still, he'd been on it for months now. Said it was the final case, said it was uncrackable. That murderer vanished into thin air. That goddamn hookah parlor was all he talked about.
Go on.
Okay, so the case is handed to you because Mills isn't getting anywhere, and you look into it. Here's the setup. A young man is found dead in a hookah parlor. You know, those places where you go and smoke bubblegum-flavored vapor all day.
I think priority number one for our character here would be if you could get high of it. So can you get high of it?
No, it's soot and water vapor. It doesn't do anything.
Would you still think it's really cool? Probably. I think any substance abuse is good in his books.
Yeah, really lame. So anyway, young man in his 20s found with his skull busted open, right on the floor of the hookah parlor, in the middle of the day. No one else is in there. Only client that day. In perfect health, too. Some kind of movie producer. No one enters. No one exits. He's just sucking on his watermelon hookah all morning, all noon, like he usually does. He's a regular. No calls, nothing. Just sucking on the hookah until 15:45. Then bam, he's dead on the floor with his skull busted open, blood everywhere. What happened? How can it be? Mills has no idea. Invisible assassin, movie deal gone sour. Girl at the counter did it. Nothing fits. Eerie. Man just dropped dead. So you go to the parlor. You see cushions around the table. Tables low, heavy, really sharp edge.
He sucked hookah, stood up, passed out, hit his head on the table and died.
See? You can't even read the thing without solving it. Yeah, it was that. Turns out hookah does do something. It turns off your brain's oxygen supply, and you don't notice it until you get up to go to the bathroom.
He must have sucked a lot of it.
Yeah, he liked his hookah. Stephen was his name.
And what was he doing there for 6 hours?
Smoking hookah. Didn't you hear? I don't know. Trying to come up with a movie script, maybe. Anyway, that was Murder at the Hookah Parlor. Joseph Mills wasn't a good detective, and about 30 minutes has passed, piecing it together. Next.
I can revisit this, put the case files
Not
away.
much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still sags from the clipboard.
Can we open this again?
Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open. Inside, you see 2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
Let's close it. We don't have to do that again.
Slightly, ever so slightly, difficult to breathe once you've done so. The drawer is locked. Blue ink drips from the white pages in your hand. Your hand shakes. You're flushed with adrenaline.
Let's put the letter away before we hurt ourselves. Okay. Now, I think I'm gonna wait with the other books, like with La Fumée. And I think we haven't read that one yet, The Greatest Innocence. I think I'm gonna wait for those until we have Kim by our side. Because we do say some things out loud when we read those, and I kind of just want Kim to be there for that. So we'll do that tomorrow most likely. Until then, I don't think there is much we can do now. I don't think we can retry any check at the mirror.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Yeah, nothing for now. I think it's time to go to bed. As you can see, time is not passing anymore. One of these case files pushed us over 2 a.m., but after that it stopped. So let's just go to sleep, I'd say.
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. But it's yours. You've earned it.
Well, let's go to sleep then.
The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself. You're not cooperating. brother man.
I hope I managed to turn that down a little in time, because that voice was much louder than the other voices. But hey, there we go. Why am I not cooperating?
It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
And there's a lot of it, ever present in your organs. It's like every one of them has their own nasty song to sing.
That's definitely a good sign.
Every cell in your body is moaning in agony, asking, what did we ever do to you?
I'm sorry, cells, it's all me, it's my fault. It's all the system's fault, the system failed me. This body's worthless anyways, no one does anything nice to it. Let's go with the third one here.
And why might that be the case? What lava lights on such a bloated corpse to be?
These are my just desserts. I will endure this pain with dignity. Wait, wasn't this the express to fuck-all borough? I'm an artist and liver damage is my art. I think I need medical attention. Wasn't this the express to fuck-all borough?
Now you've gone off the rails, baby. Now you're stuck sitting here by the tracks, admiring the wreck around you. You just can't help it, looking at yourself. The sum total of your accomplishments. You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people, really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
Just get me out of here then, back to the other place. I will, I'm looking at people all the time, I like them. Human beings will always betray you. They'll always betray you.
How many promises have you kept lately, Sir Harry? To the great see-through world. The tenderness.
Thou art honourable and just, sire. 'Tis the snakes who are vile, hissing in the grass.
Thanks, drummer.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Well, let's open our eyes then, and see what this day brings. I think the waterlock should be open now. We are back to full health. That is at least nice to see. Let's quick save, and I suppose we'll make our way downstairs. If the waterlock is open, which it should be, it's Wednesday, my dudes, then we don't have to spend any money on guard anymore, which is nice. But we'll get to that soon-ish. And that means now I could afford the fallen pants from Kuno, I think. Good morning, Kim. Let's quickly talk to you.
Yes?
Aren't we going to talk about the boots I'm wearing?
Okay, let's talk about it. You stole the boots.
He looks at the gleaming technological footwear you're sporting.
Congratulations. That must have taken an enormous concerted effort, considerable ingenuity and timing. Now I'm going to report you and you are going to go to jail.
Are you? Please don't, I was just... These are not the same boots, I like them so much I went and bought myself a pair. You're joking, I'm gonna go with the obvious lie.
Sure. Anyway, did you want something? Related to police work?
I don't care about your insane theft, the lieutenant thinks, and looks away from the boots. Just know, if anyone asks me, I will snitch on you.
Okay, not quite yet. I do want some Inland Empire improvement before I try that check again. I think this gives Inland Empire. It does. Let's take that. Do we have any clothes? Inland Empire is +2. One is from the horrific necktie, of course. None of those, I think. Do we have anything with Inland Empire? I don't think so. No, that's Esprit de Corps, Logic. No, we don't have any Inland Empire at the moment. That's fine. At least it's one better now with
Yes.
the Ledger. 42% chance. Let's try it.
Only banal things strike you. At the core, you're a very banal person with a very small soul.
Damn.
One you should be ashamed of. It's no wonder the soft one doesn't want it back. It was right to abandon you.
Damn. Okay. That was unpleasant. Okay, now let's see. Ooh, one thing we can do real quick. We can just crank up the borscht.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
Do you know what's behind that door? Point to the blue door.
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
Leo said you're friends with Manana. Is that true?
The mention of mañana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again. They're friends?
What is in that borscht you're making there? Point at the large pot.
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his and then seems to wait for you to speak.
Yes.
Borscht need more vodka?
He picks up a bottle from the shelf.
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the Union.
Vodka borscht! I love it, Bratan! Turn it the fuck up and then ask for some yourself!
Couldn't have said it better myself, Necktie. Couldn't
Turning
have
it
said it
up
better myself.
seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg.
Yes, turn the vodka up.
He smiles, nodding vigorously, then pours half a bottle of vodka into the pot. With a whistle, he stirs the brew.
Gorasi, could I have some of that brew?
He smiles and nods enthusiastically and, chattering away in his language, ladles some brew into a small thermal cup, then hands it to you.
I don't think I need anything else. Stay masculine. Okay, let's take a look at our new borscht. +2 physique, -1 morale, 4 uses left. A thermal cup full of hot borscht spiked with high proof moonshine. Yum. Okay, that's nice, that's nice. Let's go to this. Okay, so this is done now. We can now talk... Ah, right, the smoker on the balcony is also here now. Let's speak to you. Man with sunglasses.
You look like shit.
Your ruffled face reflects in the man's sunglasses.
And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
You look like shit, asshole. I don't look like shit. I know it's intentional. The last couple of days have been rough. Looks don't matter, it's what's on the inside that does. I'm never going to get this case solved. You look like shit, asshole.
Wow. You seem stable. And in control. Allow me to say, alcohol really seems to have had a positive effect on you. Now what do you want?
Kim, who is this guy?
I'm not getting involved in this.
It's not my style, he thinks, glancing at the man in sunglasses and the woman beside him. Oh boy, they're mad at him. No wonder. He just doesn't recognize them.
There's something strange about this guy. Figure it out.
There's something
Well-
that binds you to him. Some kind of an outfit, maybe. A uniform.
A nurse's uniform?
Yes, nurses. Why not?
This is going to sound really weird, but are you by chance a male nurse? He's not a male nurse. I'm not gonna ask that. No, we're gonna ask that.
Why, yes. Yes, I am a male nurse. How could you tell?
I see into the ether. That's how I know things. Really? Could you take a look at me? I've been through a lot lately. I see into the ether.
Oh, you've done a lot more with ether than just look into it. This was stupid. I shouldn't have.
I got some questions for you. I'm a cop.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like?
A prophet? A revolutionary? Like a sack of shit? Like a megastar? I don't know, you tell me. Like a man down on his luck? I'm trying real hard here, man. Like a megastar.
Yes, a superstar cop. Of course. This again.
Now, will you answer some questions for me?
No,
Why not?
'cause it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this damn hanging?
Maybe if... not maybe. I don't know where that maybe... Oh, from the line below. Okay. If you don't want to answer questions, maybe you want to hear me say things? Let's talk about something else then. Maybe you want to hear me say things?
Actually, I don't want to hear you say things.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things. I want to hear you say things.
Hear that? He wants you to say things. Say one. Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head.
Okay, I'm doing this investigation and it turns out he was shot and hanged. Or, okay, I'm doing this investigation, a man is hanged. Do we want to seem competent? And do we want to seem like we've discovered that? Or do we just... you know what, we've discovered it. It would be, I think, out of character to not brag about that.
You think he was hanged as a cover-up? To hide the shooting?
Basically, yes.
Okay, well...
He corrects his blonde wig. His hair. He corrects his hair. Hey, why am I telling you this?
I don't know. Why are you?
He gives you an odd look.
Who knows why we do the things we do? Somehow, bouncing those ideas off the man with sunglasses felt calming, like you've done it before. You know what? It must be because he's buff. He looks like he works out, like he's got the devil on his back.
Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it?
No, let's not talk about the hangman again. Or, well, I'm just gonna check if anything else popped up.
Okay, why not?
No, it's just
Do
the same
old
thing
over
again.
again? You think he was hanged as a cover-up? To hide the Okay.
Yeah, okay,
I
okay,
don't know.
okay.
Oh my god, there's more.
There
Watch
is
out
more.
for yourself, loser.
That voice, so very familiar. Did you hear it when calling to your station and reporting your badge missing?
Wait, your voice, I recognize it.
Oh really? I wonder where.
I lost my badge recently. When I called in to report it missing, you were there.
That's the where you remember me from?
Yes, I haven't seen you before. Maybe. I have a bit of memory trouble. Yes, I haven't seen you before.
Okay then. It's probably a coincidence. People sound alike. Goodbye.
And let's talk to you as well.
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
A patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant.
Hold on, you're a patrol officer of the RCM? I'm on a murder investigation. Are you the cavalry? Is everything alright? Why don't you want to talk to me? Or fine, I'm leaving. You're a patrol officer?
Yes, I am.
I'm a cop too.
I know.
Here's the real deal.
I'm on a murder investigation. Are you the cavalry?
I'm definitely not the cavalry.
Is everything alright? Why don't you want to talk to me?
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
Have I wronged you? I've done that to a lot of people. It's cool to see another cop. I thought Kim and I were the only ones. I'm a deeply flawed individual, but I bring joy to the world. Let's just do this by the book, okay? Why? I bring word of the end to come. Let's bring word of the end to come.
Of course he does.
The man at the table says to himself.
Word of the end to come.
She shakes her head, tired.
Then something changes in her. It's pity. Pity comes over her.
Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
So what precinct are you from?
What precinct?
She, she just sighs.
Am I from? God, he doesn't know.
Fucking deranged lunatic.
The sunglass-wearing man pushes through his teeth. Are you with him? Point to the man with sunglasses.
Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
He's an asshole.
You're an asshole. You know what? Maybe we're both assholes.
Please, let's not turn this into another exchange, okay?
You're the police, right? Cool, so am I.
I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything, Judith.
Wait, is he police?
Me? No. I'm just a man with sunglasses. I like wearing sunglasses inside. Sunglasses and a fucking wig.
What are you, the police, doing here?
I'm just looking out for...
You?
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are?
We're horrible. We are horrible. And because we are horrible, we're gonna say that.
You're a fucking asshole. Are we done here?
Okay, goodbye. God, what an asshole-ish thing to say. Okay, smoker on the balcony.